Hey, what is up, UFC fight fans from around the world, and welcome back to another video. And in this one, we're going to be going over Fight Night Kape versus Hiroguchi. We're also going to be going over some news that's been going on. And then we're also going to be doing our picks for Fight Night Fiziev versus Torres. And next week, we will be going over our predictions and thoughts and breakdowns for UFC 329, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, which I am going to be there, so I got to get this content out quick. First and foremost, I want to thank all the support that I've been getting recently and how fast like everything's been going on lately in the channel. Gotten some questionable fucking comments, but that's just how it's gonna be. For the one guy who did say I need to go and get on the mats to know some UFC, I've been a wrestler for almost my whole life. I also did boxing, karate, MMA training. Just wanted to get that out of the way. I just want to thank you guys once again for all the ups and downs of comments and suggestions and whatnot, and I appreciate all of that. Bring on your guys' hot takes. I'm gonna be giving my hot takes. I'm gonna try to go live. Haven't figured that out yet. I'm gonna be trying to go live every fight night. Yeah, just thank you guys so much, and bring on all the casuals, even though I'm probably a casual myself, but I could give two fucks. Shout out all the fathers. Happy Father's Day. Shout out my brother and my dad. Love you guys. And for the news that we have this week that just got announced is DDP and Usman. They are gonna be headlining Fight Night after UFC 329. I don't think anyone expected that, because I sure as hell didn't expect that shit. If I had to pick someone, it could literally go either way. I'm gonna just keep saying that. Everyone's saying UFC math isn't mathin'. That's just the name of the fucking game. Like I said, this fucking sport is so unpredictable, and some people believe it's scripted. I don't believe that at all. I truly believe that this can fucking go either way in anyone's favor, and Dana White is on top of that shit, whether that's gambling or trying to like doing whatever you can to try to fake the loss or fake the win. Dana White's on top of that shit. So to whoever's saying that this sport is fake, I don't buy it. You can't fool me that everyone thought that it was rigged for Justin Gaethje to win, and I don't think anyone thought that he was gonna win. Same thing goes for Sean Strickland. I think everyone counted Sean Strickland out. This UFC math bullshit, I don't believe it. Yeah, this sport is just unpredictable, and that's what I fucking love about this sport. Yeah, strap in for that shit, because it's true. The next news that we do have is Volkanovski versus Justin Gaethje, question mark. Volkanovski has came in and said, you know what, I don't mind from going up to 155 to fight Justin Gaethje to get that second strap. Should he do it? I think he should. If he rolls around like he did with fucking Islam, don't count him out. For him to scramble and to get Islam like that proves a lot, and I think it would be fucking cool for him to get that second belt. The other thing is that his news that is coming out is the new ranking, and it has to do with AI. Yeah, so the UFC is now replacing the traditional ranking. I always thought it was bullshit. I don't think anyone should be, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 for certain reasons. I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion only, I think it comes down to who you're beating, how long you're active, and how good of a performance you have. That's my opinion, but you know how this fucking sport goes. Everyone has an opinion, and if you're wrong, and you're a casual. It does say the UFC is replacing its traditional media voted rankings with a new data-driven AI system to evaluate fighters objectively based on measurable performance, strength and competition, activity, consistency, rather than opinion or popularity. Please. That is so true. We don't need this old rankings, in my opinion. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. That is just some of the news that's been going on since Fight Night. But let's get into UFC Fight Night Kape versus Hiroguchi. For my picks, I did go 3-2. I only picked the main card. I'm not doing the whole card, but I do want to highlight some of the crazy things that did happen during this fight night. Number one, Baya, holy shit, from getting fucking rocked by Mullins, and Mullins was doing pretty good. She was putting that pressure, and holy shit, I thought she was gonna pull out an upset. Literally within seconds, Baya pulls this fucking out of nowhere submission and just ends it in the first round. Like, what the fuck? But I was just like, holy shit. But shout out Kevin Borjas pulling the fucking upset against Andre Lima in decision, all because of a nut hit, kick to the balls. I think he wasted all that 5 minutes just so that he can get up, get his energy, and just fucking rush Andre Lima. And he had no fucking idea what to do afterward. Like, none. It seemed like he didn't have an answer but to clinch up. Borjas pulling this fucking quick little 1-2s, like literally just non-stop little like combos, and then just running away. And then Lima's not cutting him off, you know, like he just didn't have a fucking answer. So shout out Kevin Borjas. Surprised the fuck out of me that he won. I thought this was literally just gonna be over by no contest, nut punch. And then we go into the first fight for the main card. Oliveira getting into this, a good battle. Questionable elbows again. We already know who was refereeing the fucking fight. People were already questioning some of those elbows. Hey, shout out Oliveira getting this crazy bloody fight. This is another one I wanted to highlight. Magomed. First of all, I think he's undefeated. Undefeated, 11-0. Magomedov pulling this crazy fucking twister. It doesn't look like a regular twister. Like, wow. Rodriguez with the submission. I don't think I was watching that fight. I was spending time with my dad and my brother for Father's Day. Sterling with a good TKO finish. Yeah, I think he's also undefeated too. Yeah, 10-0. Sterling with this crazy motherfucking TKO. Last but not least, we got Kape versus Hiroguchi. Oh my god, good fight. Hiroguchi started off really strong. This is another thing I want to talk about. I did get comments for this. I'm looking at full fight stats, okay? I could do round by round. I'm literally just going based off full fight right in the beginning, and then I go into like the rounds and stuff like that. But yeah, round 1, takedown, landed 8 significant strikes. Round 2, again, Hiroguchi with these strikes landing, another takedown in round 2, 11 significant strikes. And then in round 3, out of nowhere, I think Kape threw a fucking uppercut. Hiroguchi like couldn't place his footing right, I think. He goes to town and Hiroguchi loses by TKO, which in a fight that I thought he was gonna win. I picked him to win. Kape just found that positioning and opportunity and finished it at TKO status. I'm not going to go over potential matchups in this one. I am not too familiar with the full length of rosters. I am going to admit that. The only one I am going to highlight is Kape. I think this just proves that Kape is that guy, and he obviously deserves that title contention against Joshua Van or Pantoja, whoever becomes, you know, the winner of that. And who would not like a fucking stand and bang showdown Joshua Van fight? Kape wants to go in there swinging. I could see him getting it done. If it ends up being Pantoja, I think we all know how that's gonna go. Rear naked choke, first round. Pantoja's just that guy. If he can take down Joshua Van, this fight just proves that Kape deserves the winner of that fight. Now we're gonna get into UFC Fight Night Faziev versus Torres. All right, like I said before, I'm just gonna have my picks for the main card. Magomed. For the next one, I am gonna go for Bruno Ferreira. And then we got number 8, Asu. And then we got Charles Johnson. I'm gonna pick Asu. And then we got Nazim and Matthias. I'm gonna go with Matthias for the upset. And then we're gonna go into the co-main event. Shara Bullet Magomedov versus Michael Pereira. Michael Pereira takes chances, man. Very questionable chances. But hopefully we see Bullet with another dub. I think this is going to be a banger of a fight. And yeah, I just want to see Bullet pop off and get into that rankings, you know? And then number 1, Fiziev versus Torres. Look, I'm going to go with Torres. I don't see Fiziev being that guy again since Justin Gaethje, if I'm being honest. But I remember that Gaethje fight really good. Same thing with Rufi. Got KO'd by Rufi. I got Torres with another upset. Let's see what happens. Let me know who you guys have for these picks. The last thing I do want to go over is UFC 329. I'm going to be trying to post my video next Monday. That way you guys can see my picks and my thoughts. I'm going to be there. Connor's going to get that dub. Let me know who you guys got, Team Connor or Team Max. Thank you guys once again for watching this week's episode. And yeah, just thank you guys for the support, good or bad. I'm going to respect you guys either way. I'm not the type to be popping off and talking shit. If I'm wrong, and I'm going to accept it. I'm going to learn from that. And yeah, I just love talking about UFC. So you guys keep dropping those fucking comments and hot takes. Like I said, again, I'm going to try to go on live on fight nights. That way we can watch together. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.